Good afternoon, all. Am I audible?
Good afternoon, sir. You are audible, sir.
Okay, great. So let's start our first lecture, which is based on the PPS, Programming for Problem Solving. Yes. So I will share first my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's talk about first what is the curriculum or the syllabus for our PPS. Okay. So screen is visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is our course name, that is Programming for Problem Solving. 2 lectures in a week. Then the course contains following 6 units. First is the introduction to C language, which contains basics of algorithm and flowchart. So how to draw algorithm, how to draw flowchart, we will see in this point. Then introduction to C language. In that, importance of C language, sample C program, what is the structure of C program, what is constant, what is variable, what are the data types, what are different operators and expressions used in C language. Then managing input output operations and which functions are there for IO. IO means input output. Okay, so this is about first chapter. Second chapter is based on the control statements. Control statements, actually this chapter we have divided into 2 parts. One is the branching statements and second one is the looping statement. So we will see different branching statements, if else, nested if else, switch in branching statement, while looping, for, while, do while. These all loops we have studied in the looping statements. So this third chapter we have divided into functions. That functions contains different types of functions and elements of the functions. These are the main 2 parts. So we will discuss all these in the function topic. Next is the arrays. So what is the basic functionalities of the array, how we can declare and initialize the array, different types of array. We are focusing on only 1-dimensional and 2-dimensional arrays. On that, linear search, character array, string. Okay, so all this syllabus is in the array. Then there is a pointer chapter and last one is the structure. So guys, these are the different 6 units. You have got it? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is only we have to understand, that is what is the syllabus, what is the content. Now we will focus each and every point in detail. Before that, you have idea what are the different chapters included in your syllabus. Next is I will show you CAS. So PPS subject is divided into 2 parts. One is the program PPS lab and second one is the PPS subject. Okay, subject having different structures. So this is a CAS in which we have divided our CAS into 10 different experiment list. Total 6 chapters are there or units are there. We have divided that units into different 10 practical list. So this is the 10 different practical list is there. Then what is the IC plan? Okay, in semester evaluation part. So first is programming for problem solving, that is subject. So subject having Moodle usage 2%, quiz 9%, debugging test 9%. So I have these two are taken on the Moodle itself. So total 20 marks for the subject ISC, and for the lab ISC, that is programming for problem solving lab. So lab having CATS, continuous assessment sheet for the 16 marks, and programming test for 40 marks. Lab course does not having any ESC, but your theory course having end semester examination, UT1, UT2. Okay, guys, hope you understand this evaluation, in semester evaluation, ISC for theory as well as lab.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have shared all the resources on the Moodle. Okay, next. So okay, this is basic theory part. Now I will show you Dev C++ IDE. Okay, so this is Dev C++ IDE. So first question, what is meant by IDE? This is one of the IDE where we have to write our C code or C++ code. So for that purpose, this is the one of the most popular IDE, that is Dev C++. We have to write code for C language also as well as C++. So what is IDE stands for?
Integrated Development Environment.
Yes, correct. So IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. Okay, great. So IDE stands for everywhere, C, C++, Java, C Sharp, other Python languages, everywhere, each and every formal language having their own IDEs, Integrated Development Environment. Okay, so why it is called as Integrated Development Environment? Because in this IDE, everything that is compile, run, rebuild, clean, debug, all types of options are available. That is in single software, all these integrated. For what purpose? For developing your programs. Environment is available. So always Dev C++ is not called as an editor. Notepad, WordPad, Word, all these are the editors where we have type anything document and edit it. But it is not only a editor, it is a integrated development environment where all the options of compile, run, execute, debug, all are available. Yes, guys, hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
hello, sir.
Yeah.
If someone is using VS Code, is it okay?
What?
VS Code. Means I am using VS Code since 12th standard. So if it is okay.
Okay, it's okay. If you are familiar with that IDE, go through that IDE. But code remains same because we have used ANSI C language here. Okay, so
Okay.
that's code remains same, no doubt. But I preferably use Dev C++. Everyone, there is, if you want to download it, just go and Dev C++ download. So you can download from any site. Okay, so here is the Dev C++ IDE is available for Windows. Mac is different IDE setup is there. So you can download it. Again, it is 32-bit or 64-bit as per your system's requirement. If your computer based on 64, you have to use 64-bit setup. Okay, so download Dev C++ IDE from any website, just type dev C++ IDE and download. So it gives you these number of different sites. Okay, guys, it is not a very big task. Just click on this, download it for Windows, either 32-bit or 64-bit, and then just click on the next. It is installed on your machine. When it is installed on your machine, then the shortcut is created on the desktop like this. Just you have click on this, then this IDE get opened. Guys, understood? We have write every program on this using this ID. So I request you all to download dev C++ IDE and install on your laptop. Okay, so if you have not available with a laptop is not available, then you have use your mobile also. For that you have to go for online compilers. Just in Play Store, write online compilers. So it gives you number of options. For that you have to download it based on the recommendation ratings. So you can prefer anyone, online C compiler, or you have to use on the your laptop. So I am recommended to use laptops to develop your programs. Guys, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Great. So in C language, who invented the C language? 1972. Language is invented by Dennis Ritchie. Okay, so Dennis Ritchie is called as the inventor of C language, which is developed in 1972 in Bell Laboratory in US. Okay, so this is the history of behind that. So before C language, from 1972 till 2021, it's having its own identity in the market, because using C language we have developed number of system level softwares. Okay, great. There are two types of software: system level softwares and application level software or application based softwares. Understood? So hotel management system. What is hotel management system? Application based software. Compiler, interpreter, operating system, all these are the system level softwares. Guys, understood the difference between application? There are two types of software types. One is the application level softwares. Second, system softwares. Okay, so application softwares or system softwares, in that most of the Java, C#, all these languages are based on the developing application level softwares, while C language is mostly used in the systems level softwares. For example, compilers, interpreter, operating system. Basically, C language is invented to do one operating system, that is Unix. When Unix is developed, for that purpose we have to develop yes, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so when Dennis Ritchie invented Unix operating system, and for that Unix operating system he required some language. At that time, for developing Unix operating system, Dennis Ritchie developed new language, that is C language, and mostly it is supported for, you have to develop applications also using C language, but mostly it is supported or used for system level softwares. Great, guys, hope you understand. Yes, you have. If you have any doubts, please ask me. Yes. Shall we move? Okay. So next part is additions of C language. So there are different additions of C language, mostly traditional C language, then ANSI C language, third KNR C language, fourth ISO C language, then C99. Okay, so these are the different editions, versions of the C language. Now we have focus on ANSI, American National Standard Institute. So that institute standardize your traditional C language, which is developed by the Dennis Ritchie, and the new language is called as the ANSI C. Okay, some coding syntax are different. Otherwise, all the basic things are common in all these different editions. Great. Now, yes, it is correct. Yes, you understand this concept.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's move to the next part. That is, what is compiler in C language? What is meant by compiler in C language? Any idea what is compiler? What is meant by compiler?
A platform on which we write source code and run it.
Loudly, because there is some disturbance.
Okay, sir. A platform on which we can write source code and we could run it.
Other?
Hello.
Any?
Yeah, sir. I said. Sir, you are mute.
Yes.
Compiler is a platform where we can write the code and we can run it.
Write the code and run it. But what is actually compiler means?
It integrates a code and tries to develop any application or system which we are writing code for.
Okay. First, we just discuss first why we write the C language, code in C language. What is the language of processor? You know, computer having a processor, that is main part, that is called as a brain, similar to brain. Why? Because from all the processing starts from processor. So we know that i7 generation is now Intel's good processors are available. So tell me, why we write the program in C language? Because processor language is what? Binary in 0101. C language is in binary language? Yes, tell me.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, great. Because C language is not a
Binary.
binary language. Okay. So if computer knows binary, then why we write the code in the C language? Because the simple thing is like that. If you know Marathi well, and if I'm giving the lecture in Kannada language, then what happens? You understand it?
No.
No,
No.
because you are not familiar with Kannada. So what is the solution? But I am very comfortable with Kannada language. So what I have to do? I have to deliver the lectures in Kannada only. But what happens? You don't know anything. So you don't process it because you are not understand what is the C language then. So what is the solution? Recommend the solution for that situation.
Translator.
Yes,
Translator.
translator. There are number of solutions. Okay, guys, one word that is most important in programming language, that is logic. Okay, so what is logic? Way of thinking. So way of thinking is called as a logic. Way of decision making is called as the logic. Always remember. Okay, so there are different logics, okay, to that given problem statement. First logic, yes, you have to use translator, language translator. Translator, this is the first solution. Another solution, what is the another solution? That is, what is our different way of thinking? Either all the student must learn Kannada first and then they have switched to the C language lectures. Understood? Is it a solution? Yes? Is it a solution?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is also a solution. Another one solution, what? As a C language resource person, I have explained that code into Marathi. For that, I have to learn Marathi first and then explain the C language in Marathi itself. That is the another solution. Understood? But
Yes.
that two solutions having time consumption, because to learn C language, Marathi or Kannada requires some duration, time duration, 6 months, obviously. So what to do if we want to do it immediately? So what is the solution? Good solution, language translator, which translate Kannada into Marathi, which translate Kannada language into Marathi language. Yes. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
So it is
Yes,
the
sir.
good solution. So it is a good solution. So we write the C source code in C. We write the source code in C language because it is familiar to us. It is very similar to US language. So we write the C code because we have familiar with English language. But computer does not knows the C language because it works on only binary language 0101 format. So that's why we want to convert our C language into binary one. So converting C language into binary or machine level language, we required translator. Okay, so for that purpose we require translator, and that translator is called as compiler here in C language. So what is the compiler? Compiler is a language translator which translate your C language into binary language. Understood, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So that is the role or definition of the compiler. So any other functions of compiler? So you understood what is meant by compiler. Now next question. What is the different functions of compiler? So tell me, what are the different functions of compiler? Yes, one. Guys, tell me how many students are there in your 55 or more than that?
58.
58, sir.
50?
58.
58. Okay, so only 3 students are there, not there. Great. So are you enjoying the lecture?
Yes, sir.
Is it good way
Yes,
to
sir.
communicate with you using this IDE? Or you can very good with the slides? Yes.
This
Is
ID.
it good
Yes, yes,
demonstrating through IDE?
yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Great. So tell me, what are the different functions of compiler? What do you think? We know that what is compiler. Now tell me what is the
Sir,
different.
errors, to find errors.
Okay. Okay, first. Next.
To convert one form of program to another form.
That means C source code into binary one.
Binary.
Yes. Next. Next.
Compilation of source code must be smoothly done.
What?
To compile code smoothly or without means efficiently. Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Okay, any other? Okay, screen is visible to everyone. So we want to take activity. Okay, so chat window is visible, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and
Yes,
you
yes,
have
sir.
yes, you have access. So please, everyone should write what you think about what are the different functions of compiler in the chat window immediately. Just enlist it, whatever you have the knowledge. Then I will clear it in depth. Okay, just try it. 1 or 2 minutes only. Yes. Okay, lots of students given the reply. So I will explain one by one. First, compiler acts as a language translator. Second, compiler acts as a language translator which translate your C language. So compiler acts as a language translator which translate your C source code into binary one. Second, compiler checks syntax error. There are different types of errors exist in C language. We will see that. So in that, compiler checks only grammatical or syntax errors. Okay. Next, third, compiler okay, static memory management is the function of compiler. So static memory manage is the function of compiler. And fourth one is static linking. Okay, so these are different 4 functions of the compiler. So first we know that compiler acts as a language translator which translate your source code, that is C source code, into binary one. Then compiler checks the syntactical error. Next, compiler static memory management. So static memory management means before the compilation. Okay, so this is called as static memory management. And last one is the static linking, means bind your source function call to its function definition. That is called as static linking. Understood? Everyone should note that. Yes, any doubts in that? So what is meant by static memory management? Okay, we'll just brief it. So static memory management means when compiler does the memory management for the variables prior at the compilation time, then it is called as static memory management. There are 2 types of memory management. One is the static memory management done at the compilation time, and dynamic memory management which is done at the runtime. Second one is the static linking. Static linking means function call. We will see the new chapter. There is a chapter 3 which focuses on the functions. So function call bind to its function definition is done by the static linking. That is, at the compilation time itself, we have to bind function call with its function definition. Yes. Guys, any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, Varad. Yes. Any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Great. So let's move to the next part. So we will discuss algorithm and flowchart, which is the first point in our syllabus, in later on after 2-3 sessions, because we will first focuses on the introduction to C language, and after that we will focus on the algorithm and flowchart. Okay. Okay, students?
Okay, sir.
Yes. Now it's time to what is the structure of C program, how we write the C code. So first part is called as the documentation section. So first section is called as a documentation section. Means when we write our source code program, okay. So first write documentation session. What we have to write in the documentation session? What is the program is about? What is the main aim of this program or that code? Second, who developed that code? Author name. Okay. That is all mentioned in the documentation session. Second, header file section. Header file section where we include all the header files which we have required frequently. Okay, so most frequent header file what we have used is called as stdio.h header file. So std stands for standard, io stands for input output, .h stands for header file. Okay. Next part of the C programming structure means how we can write the code in which sequence. Next is the function declaration. Function declaration, that is user defined. There are different types of functions. So user defined functions declaration we have to write at the third session, but it is optional. It is optional. If your program contains any user defined function, then we have to write the function declaration. Next, 4, global variables. Okay, so if our program contains some global variables, then we have to write afterwards. Next, main function. Then we have to write main function. Inside main function, we have to write body of main function. Okay, and last, 6, definition of user defined functions. So this is called as user defined functions declaration, and last is definition of user defined function. That is, we have to create our own functions. For example, swap, finding max between 2 numbers, 3 numbers, like that. For that we have to design our own functions. Okay. Yes. Guys, hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thanks. This is called as structure of C language. This is called as structure of C language. And this question is asked lots of time in the UT1 and ESC also. This is theoretical one. That means how we can write the C program code. Now it's time to create our own file, own source code file. First, choose file. In that new source file, click on that. So this is untitled 2. Then you have to save it first. Okay, save on anywhere. Suppose first problem statement, that is hello, and save as type as a C source code file. Don't write hello and what C source code file. By default it is CPP, but we want to write C source code. So C source code file and save it. So here is the name hello.c. Now what is the structure? First is the documentation section. So first program we have to write in C language is to print hello on the console. To print hello on the console. So write print hello on the console. Okay, so who developed it? Write their name. Suppose Professor Amol M. Jagtap. Great. So next is, what is the next part? Next part is the after documentation. This is called as documentation session. After documentation section, here in documentation session we have used comment line. This is called as comment line. That means these lines are not executable. These are not the C source code files line. These are comment lines. Okay, so print hello on the console. So what is console? Console means the black screen on which output get displayed. Okay. Now next take header file session. So write header file. So always we use hash include stdio.h header file. So this is a standard input output header file where definition of printf and scanf functions are exist. That's why we have used stdio.h header file. Okay, next section, user defined function. Currently we are not using any user defined function. Then global variable, we have not used any global variable. These are optional. Next is the main function. So compulsory main function. Here we write int main. In ANSYS C language, the syntax of the main function is like this. Int, the main function returns integer value. Its meaning, main function returns integer value. Okay, and what we have to print? We have to print printf. There is a function called as a printf to print anything on the console. Okay, so what we have to print in double quotes, right? Hello students, and give the semicolon. At each and every line, after completing each and every line, we have to give semicolon. Now last statement is return 0. So this is a ANSYS C language syntax. That's why we have to write main functions return type as a int, and at the end of the line we have written 0. 0 means successfully completion of your program. That 0 value is returned to operating system, that is DOS, disk operating system. Guys, step by step we have to discuss all these things. Okay. So last one, as per the structure, is definition of user defined function. We have not created any user defined function, so no need to write definition. Guys, save this code. After save, we have to execute it, then compile it. Yes, there is no error, no warning. Run it. So what is the output? Hello students is the output of your program. Okay, and what value is returned? 0. And what is this? This is a disk operating system, DOS, on which output get displayed. It is also called as console, black screen on which the output get displayed. Yes, guys, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I will share it on your chat window for your reference. Okay. So today this is the first lecture. Not move to much more, otherwise it is very difficult to understand. So till this, if you have any doubts, please ask. Yes. Yes. Who is the CR? of your A division?
Myself, sir.
Who?
Hello, sir.
Bhushan Koparde and Atharva Bade.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Are they here in the meeting?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you have any problems, any doubts regarding PPS subject, then directly call to me. You can convey
Yes, sir.
message to me if you have any doubts
Okay, sir.
at the time of learning. So my number 727.
Yes, sir. We are taking from WhatsApp group, sir.
Sir, we will take from official group.
Yeah, it's also there. So if you have any doubts regarding this programming language, you can anytime call me directly, or you can ask me on the group,
Yes, sir.
or
Definitely.
you can communicate while I'm delivering the lecture. You have asked any type of questions. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Okay, sir.
so today this is a all about first lecture, introduction to C language. So if you have doubts till this, please ask. I will
Okay, sir.
elaborate each and everything in detail later on as we move on forward. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So I will repeat again this first simple program in C language. First, hash include. This is called as preprocessor directive. We will learn this in more details afterward. Stdio.h. This is called as what? Standard input output header file. What it's called as? Standard input output header file. Main is the main function from where program execution starts. Program execution starts from main function. Int is a return type of main function. Then what is the aim of your program? Print hello on the console. So to display anything on the console, which function we have to use? Printf function. This is called as printf functions call, and definition is stored into stdio.h header file. So how the syntactically we have to write the printf? All characters are in the small letter. Give the rounded brackets. Rounded brackets are called as parenthesis. Rounded brackets are called as parentheses. Inside parentheses, write double quotes and give any message which you want to display on the console. If you want to display /n, that is new line. Okay, so you can write /n, new line or next line. Cursor goes to the next line. Save it. Whenever you make some changes in your code, save it. Then click the compile button. Compilation means your source code is translated into binary file. There is no errors, no warnings. Then it is ready for execution. So click on the run button so that your executed file, that is hello.exe, is run and the output is here. So here is one/n means next line. Cursor goes to the next line. And what value is returned by the cursor? That is 0, because we have to write 0 here. If you write 1 here, just check, compile and run. There is one option, combine. What value it returns? It returns value 1. Guys, hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So any doubts till this? Next is a return one, that is return the value. Why we write return statement? Because main function return integer value. So we have to return any integer value. But most of time we have to write return 0. Meaning of that is successfully termination of your program. Yes. If you have any doubts, please ask. Only 6-7 minutes are remaining. Till this, anyone having any doubts, please ask me. Okay. And also one more thing, CR, you can send
Yes,
your
sir.
mobile number to me on WhatsApp. Okay. Write CR of A division. So I
Yes,
will
sir.
include in my list also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, sir.
Yes, because I am taking the feedback from you after 1 or 2 weeks, only 10 seconds. Okay, if you like that lectures or we want to improve in other ways. Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
only for
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, and if you have any doubts, anytime you can call me and ask your doubts. Okay,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So, anyone having any query till this?
No, sir.
Great. Mm. So I will ask some questions. Okay. Hash include is called as what? Hash include is called as what in C language? There is one particular word is there. I have used that word. What is hash include is called as? It is called as preprocessor directory. Preprocessor directory. What hash include is called as preprocessor directory. stdio.h stdio.h called as, okay, tell me.
Standard
Standard
input output
Okay,
header file.
header file, yes, .h stands for header
Header
file,
file.
and stdio is called as standard input output header file. That means all standard input output related files, functions are available in the stdio.h header file. Great. Okay. Mm, okay, guys, I think hope you understand. Now only 2 minutes are remaining. If you have any not having any doubts, so we will leave the meeting. But everyone should know attendance is compulsory. Okay, so everyone should join at the proper timing. That is start at the start. Okay, we have 2 lectures in the week. One is the on the Monday, and second one is the on the Wednesday. Yeah, 10 a.m. Understood? Yes,
Yes,
one
sir.
announcement is there.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Who is that? CR. Please, if
Yes, sir.
any time I have unfortunately forget to the lecture, okay, so immediately call me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because sometimes that happens. We have, and because there is a virtual internship program quantum, and I am the resource person for that, so sometimes that happens. What I'm not getting that your lecture is there on Wednesday, so at that time please call me immediately. Okay, I will join from there.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes. So hope you enjoying the lecture, and very funny. C language is very funny language, very interested language. If you know that, it is very beneficial for you also for the recruitment in the TCS, Cognizant, and Infosys. Okay, Persistent. Lots of companies are there. So you have command on your language. So thank you for attending my session. So
Thank
I
you, sir.
will end the meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Thank you.
Sir.